I just thought to introduce you to the next stage. As you can see, all the boards are up, the rigid insulation, and now it's time for this super quilt insulation to go on. So I've rolled it out and it works out. It's exactly the length of the building, so it's exactly 10 meters, so that's just going to be stapled on. And I'll give you a little update as once we get it all on and as we go along then. Well, I've just got the first roll of insulation on. I've just been using a staple gun to tack it on initially, and obviously the battens were gone afterwards. And let's get under here. As it works out, one roll is 10 meters by 1.5 meters, and without any cuts it's exactly the length of the building. So that's a bit of luck. So one roll down, is it 6 to go? It's quite hard work actually, especially under there, sort of trying to hold it up and staple it at the same time. But we'll press on, see how we get on. But I'm really pleased with that. So we're going to have a super warm, toasty house here, I think. Right, just a quick progress report. As you can see, I've put the super quilt insulation on, made a start on either side there, and I'll put another sheet further down in the corners. And hoping this is making sense, I've sort of gone up and there's the ridge up there and then it comes back down like that. So yeah, just showing you how I'm getting on. It's been quite tricky, sort of. It's definitely you can't do it on your own, so the missus has kindly lent me a hand and we've been doing it together. And where the next sheet goes on and you overlap it, it's I'm going to be using this, let's see if we can get it in front of the camera there, this silver backed foil tape to sort of get a proper airtight seal on there as well. So you know, I'm sort of lapping it by about sort of 100 mil. So yeah, there's one. I very much doubt you'll probably pick this up on camera, but yeah, I've just overlapped one sheet there and then we'll do that. So probably the next little clip will be it all completed. But we're making good progress, and it's definitely going to be super toasty in here. Right, I thought I'd just quickly show you this bit. We've insulated all that side there, and what I've done is just gone across all 3 windows, and I'll cut them out later then, and that seemed to be the easiest thing to do. And then of course we'll tape up the joints. I don't know if you can just about work it out, that's where I taped up the other side, so that will be the next stage. We'll just cut out for the window. Right, all the super quilt insulation's now done. Just have a little look around. You can see it goes right down into the eaves there as well. Usual excuses, been really hard work. But I can honestly already notice a difference, you know. There's a constant temperature here. It doesn't get hot, it doesn't get cold, so it's definitely doing its job. And up there, I'll zoom in a little bit. I've got a piece of timber, and that's going to be the bottom of that represents the bottom of the ceiling. So they'll go all the way across the top here, so it'll be a, you know, that sort of shape like that. So that's that little bit of flat bit where we can put some spotlights in and all your electrics and things up there. So it should, we're making good progress. So I'm about to get all those timbers in there, and I've pre-cut them. There's I think 21 of them there. They're all ready to go up there. So I'll have a bash of that next, and I'll keep you posted on progress. Right, here we go. We've now battened and put the top of the, how do you say it, you know, well, the top of the ceiling, these bits up here, you know, that'll be the final head height of the room. They're all on, and it's all gone relatively okay. So it's battened all the way across there, And there are a couple places, like here for instance, I put 2 battens next to each other. The reason I've done that is it's just where the width of the board exactly 120. So rather than trying to squeeze a plaster board halfway along the batten and then another one there, I just thought it'd make life easy, and I got 2 battens next to each other, so it's not a challenge at all to when we come to plasterboard. So from there to the purlin down there is exactly 120 centimeters. So that's all gone relative. Just one last thing, just in case you're wondering on sort of any technical specs of the insulation I put on. This particular one's SF40, which sort of more or less tells you how many layers it is. Well, it's actually 39 layers to be precise. So you can see a piece of it down here. It's just made up of loads of layers like that. So I think they got to, well, there's a SF60 I saw as well, but bearing in mind I've got 60mm rigid polystyrene behind that as well, which is yeah, this stuff here. So I only required 50mm, but the 60mm was an offer, so I've just had a bit of extra insulation there, and that's about it for now. And I'll do another update. Sorry for they've been quite sparse and quite slow. We'll try to keep you updated with everything. So just please like and subscribe, and as usual we'll be having other projects on the way, and we'll try to be a bit more regular with the videos as well. Okay, until next time, thank you and goodbye.